It's been a long time since we've had the Scott and Scotty road show, and we're headed down to one of our favorite parts of the country, the Southwest. Scotty, what do you think, buddy? How you been doing, man? Where you been? How come you haven't been around? What the hell?
I've been here in Tither.
Yeah?
Yeah, for sure. Bebopping here and there.
Yeah? So,
Central Missouri.
Central Missouri. Did a little of the ASCS Warrior stuff this year, and you've done some races with us a little bit this year, right?
For sure, the last I knew, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think, let's see, went to, the high banks, line of high banks.
Right.
Fastest 3/8 mile I ever seen in my life.
What'd you think of that Slide Job City track?
Hard on motors and equipment.
Yeah, yeah.
But it sure is fun to watch from the infield, I will say that. An overgrown I-55 raceway. And then we went back down to the old Creek County Speedway in Lawton, Oklahoma.
Yeah, we did that too, didn't we? Lucas Oil Speedway, Jesse Hockett, Daniel McMillan Memorial. You did a good job down there, buddy. Just saying.
Hey, man. Thanks.
Yeah.
Really appreciate that.
Did a good job with the ceremony and everything.
Okay.
Follow the Corn 3s coming out.
Yeah, I want to see it.
That's going to be good, right?
I'm anxious to see it. I know for sure old, RacingBoys.com is in the production industry and department of all that we do, but we're all in the same family, and I got to send out kudos to
Sean Buckley
for his work, man. That dude does awesome work.
Listen, we do video, but he really does video. He's a real producer and a kind of a movie
motion picture man.
Yeah.
We need to send Buck to Hollywood.
Well, I saw something on Twitter today. It said something about follow the Corn 3 on the big screen. I don't know what that means, but stay tuned. Obviously, Sean's working on something right there. So.
And rest assured, I mean, if you saw the first follow the Corn or the other one, like you say, his production work speaks for itself. Right. And so, this last project, something that he was really passionate about, and he put his own heart into it because he had a real personal relationship with Jesse and a good friend, and so. You put the heart on top of an already outstanding production guy, then it's probably going to be a damn good piece of work and a must-see for any sprint car fan or Jesse Hockett fan, that's for sure.
No doubt. Get it at jackslash.com. Order it today. All right, so we're in the final 3 stops on the national tour. And, man, last year it couldn't get any more exciting. Last year, Shane Stewart won his championship over Johnny Herrera by 1 point. And it all started really down here. Johnny Herrera was 137 points behind and just narrowly loses that championship. So Wayne Johnson's got to feel like he's still got a chance, 97 points out after what Johnny did last year. Huh? What do you think?
I don't know what to think about that.
Remember, that was 137 points last year.
It does seem to me, though, no matter what a juggernaut that Jason Johnson's been on.
Yeah. Wayne's been able to keep it close.
Wayne's been able to keep it close. Jason's been able to keep him just at arm's length. And I always preach forever and ever about mojo, how important your mojo is in your racing or your team. If you're winning, you feel like you can't be beat. And if you're not making the shows or no podiums or whatnot, you feel like you'll never win another race.
Confidence.
Again. So with that being said, Jason Johnson's had a ton of mojo in his pocket, and he's been on a tear of late. But thinking back to the last 2 or 3 years, hasn't seemed to fare very well at these last 2 or 3 stops like we're used to seeing him run.
Well, but. So with that being said, finished 3rd at the World Finals last weekend with the World Outlaws down in Charlotte.
A huge run.
That was huge for their 410 program because they've been struggling with that and having problems with it.
So this is what we'll see this weekend and next weekend in Arizona. It'll just be a melting pot of all the teams remaining in the United States that have the budget to get out and run one of the last shows they can run in the United States for the 2012 season. So we should see a who's who down here. We know we should see Steve Kinzer at Las Cruces, being he's Royal Jones buddy. And
right.
Mr.
Well, we
Jones
expect Kevin Swindell, and we
Kevin will
expect
probably be there. I'd say
maybe Sammy might show.
yeah.
He might show up. Look for several of the guys that don't run with us now that the World of Outlaw schedule's over. No conflicts of scheduling with that because the World Finals finishing up last week. Congratulations to Donnie Schatz picking up his 5th World of Outlaws title. And yeah, it's going to be good down here. I can't wait. Looking forward to these final few races. For me personally, it's been out here over 60 dates. 60 nights on the ASCS National Tour all the way up in the Northwest and everything. It's been a long, grinding season, and I know the teams are ready to get a little break. And
are you?
I mean, you know what?
Michelin man?
I got a little mixed emotion about that, to be honest with you.
You're a rambling man, that's what you are.
Well, the thing is that when you get used to doing this and it's your habit, this is what you do, and we've been doing it for 4 years, you know, you just don't want to quit doing it. You just want to stay out there and do it. And, you know, their season's long enough, though. We do need a little break, but where do you really get a break in this business?
Well,
I mean, for me personally as a business, you know, this is our time to make our money because you don't have a chance to really do all the sales like you'd like to in the summer months because you're out on the road beating up down the tour, you know.
Right.
But right now, this is the time to get the hay, so I'm going to be going down to PRI. I'm going to be going to Indy, and we just
they can follow you on Twitter, right?
Follow on Twitter, follow on Facebook. How about you? You don't have a Twitter, do you?
I do too. Yeah.
Do you use
I think
it?
I haven't been on it in a while. I haven't caught up to it, but it's I think it's Cook Scotty at Twitter.
Oh, that's good. Cook Scotty.
Well, that was the only.
Right. There's another Scotty Cook.
Scotty Cook. That,
there is not another
as a matter of fact,
Cook.
there's a Scotty Cook from down around in the Texas area. I believe he's been to Devil's Bowl. I think he's from around.
Does he know you got trademark on that?
Check this out. This dude's a modified badass from Houston, Texas. Scotty Cook.
Scotty Cook, the door banger.
Door banger.
I never thought I'd hear Scotty Cook driving a door banger all in the same sentence.
He's a badass door banger racer down there.
Well, that's good.
In Houston.
Well, anyway, hey, we'll wrap up here real quick. We'll be doing a little bit more of this on this trip out in the Southwest.
Right. You say you think people probably look at this on
YouTube. Yeah, go to Racing Boys on YouTube. You'll see it on there. That's where they're seeing it.
Before we check out of this thing here, well, maybe you can just gauge with people and see if they're watching and checking it out. Little OCD, checking to make sure the camera's right.
No, I was making sure we were getting levels.
Whatever.
No, I was making sure the microphone was on.
You about ready to wheel us out of camera here? The camera's
We're getting ready to crash here. And
caution on this.
Oh, hey, this hour in Racing Boys News brought to you by Lucas Oil Products.
Shameless plug there.
FVP Casey's General Store number 54 rig.
or 21 rig.
Number
on
1.
Highway 54.
There you go. You got it. We just saw the Highway Patrol had the FVP Casey's General Store rig pulled over. So not only is Brian Brown fast in the number 21, his rig's also fast
on the rig,
Highway 54 South, just south of
Santa Rosa.
Santa Rosa.
We're thinking of you, Brownie. We know you're back there a little ways, but we know everything's okay. But anyway, before we check out of here, maybe gauge and see if people are looking at this. I mean, okay.
I know they're looking.
You want to put up? I mean, you want to put up a Racing Boys hat or a T-shirt for a contest to see if anybody wants to put up some kind of a whatever.
Yeah, we can do something like that. The best comment, and the judge will be from anybody that looks at it, and that we'll ask people to look at it. We'll give them a free Racing Boys T-shirt and hat. Put up a comment here below the video on YouTube.
So me and you'll be the judge of that,
basically.
So
let's ask some of our racing peers, like maybe a Tony Bruce or somebody watch a little bit.
Well, let's put a 48-hour deadline on it from the time that it's posted. 48 hours.
No. How about this? Instead of 48 hours until the next video is posted. That's the cutoff.
There you have it.
So now you have to come back and look and see when the next video is posted.
Racing Boys hat, Racing Boys T-shirt, whatever.
Yeah, whatever size fits you.
Sure.
And finally, on the closing note, we want to thank Lucas Oil Products for coming on board again for the 4th year with Racing Boys out on the ASCS National Tour. Bob Pattison and all his staff over there have been so good to us. And and they don't even hesitate to stay on board with us, and we have a great relationship with those folks out there.
Appreciate the product you're bringing to the Dirt Track America is what that's all about.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
Couldn't do it without good help, though.
We couldn't do it without a lot of different people. You know, Kirk back home, he does a lot of things behind the scenes nobody sees.
Kirk Elliott.
Todd Surprise, our
cookies.
producer. Yeah. Todd Surprise, our producer back home, he helps us out quite a bit. And he's new this year, but he's done a great job helping us with videos and putting packages together. So, and then you've got Scotty and all the guys. Ryan Hobart, been traveling with him up and down the tour all year long. He's done a great job, and he's a big reason why everybody's happy with our product as well. So just want to thank Lucas Oil again, and hopefully everybody will continue to listen.
You sound like you're broadcasting on the air.
Am I?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I get into that when I start doing my sponsor thing.
Right.
Right? Right.
It's all good.
What are you trying to tell me? Wrap it up?
Oh, no, we can. What else you want to talk about?
Hey, you know what I want to talk about? Really? You know what I want to talk about?
How's
that right there, mister?
We got about 30 more miles till we can get to a bag of these. That's right.
All right. We'll see you later.